5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's Fat Guy Radio Show featuring Corey Blaze. And now, stuck in a closet where no one knows he's there, here's your host, Corey Blaze.
It's Michael Jackson. Of course, I want to let it marinate a little bit. Right here on, it's Michael Jackson, Philippius.
That's not the way it works.
Oh, I know. But I'm trying to talk it up to, the post right here on FatGuyRadioShow.com. All right.
Oh, wow.
All right, folks, live from the BDB Radio Studios. Welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show. I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Philippius over there with a Twinkie in his mouth.
Hi.
And that's our good friend, Jake Woods, joining us.
How's it going, guys?
Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show, so I encourage you to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Fat Guy Radio Show, and follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Fat Guy Radio Show, and give us a ring on the Fat Guy Radio Show listener line presented by Google Voice. 623-349-1652. That's 623-349-1652. Call us anytime, then listen for your voice on the show. Do your part. Spread the word about the show by sharing Fat Guy Radio Show on all your social media. It's a great way to tell others about the show. And when you share Fat Guy Radio Show, a fat guy gets his wings. Gets his hot wings. Jake is playing to the Ustream cameras right now. All right, folks. Today's show is brought to you by the Fat Guy Radio Show Amazon page. It's the easiest Amazon page around. We know you have many options out there for doing your online shopping, but for free, fast shipping, free instant video, and a free Kindle book rental each month, please do what we've all done and become an Amazon Prime customer. Click the Prime banner on our website and you'll help the show even more. Next time you're ready to shop Amazon, please go to FatGuyRadioShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it and please share the bookmark with your friends and family. Thank you for shopping Amazon and more through FatGuyRadioShow.com. Hell, the gang is all here, and we've got a fun-filled, packed show. And
Hell,
the gang's all here.
Yeah, that's it.
I may or may not have purged that from another show. We're not reinventing the wheel here. I had this conversation with listener Gail this week as I laid on my deathbed, and she just continuously kicked me over and over, like, stop doing this, stop doing that, start doing this, start doing that. And I'm telling her, we're not recreating the wheel here on this show.
I agree with you, Gail.
just to continue to kick me when I'm down and not feeling very well.
Gail, he needs more bruises.
I need more bruises. Trust me, I've got enough bruises to take me through 4 more lifetimes.
Nice.
All right, folks. Yes, I am not dying, but I was. This past week, after last week's show, we wrapped up the show. I go home and had a few more things to do, and it was like I started to feel like this tickle in my throat, like I had a sore throat or whatnot. Got up on Sunday morning and went and did my church thing. Went and worked and did what I had to do at the church, Jake.
Minus me.
Minus Philippius, because he can't hold his liquor. And I was I started to feel really bad and started to feel like a little bit of a fever coming on. Monday night it was bedlam. Monday night after I got home, puking, and it was just all out of it. And I don't get sick, but when I do get sick, for anybody that's around me, Jake, they know that, number one, the possibility of me getting irritated with anything is increased by 400%.
Oh, I know this now.
Yeah, I can get irritated at the drop of a hat when I'm not feeling very well.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the studio to work on some audio stuff.
Yep.
And he wanted me out of there. He didn't want me there.
I just wanted everybody gone.
He was.
Look, there's no rest for the weary. Money don't grow on trees.
It's the wicked.
Oh, there's no rest for the wicked, and money don't grow on trees.
We got bills to pay.
Mouths to feed. I love that.
I like how you know that song.
I know. So I still had to work. You know what I mean? I still had to do what I had to do because there's no, if not, everything just comes to a screeching halt, and that just couldn't happen. But I do get very irritated very quickly when I'm not feeling very well. Philippius is probably privy to that too, as you've been around me a lot longer than Jake has been, and I become a big, huge baby, and I own that. I become a big, huge, whiny little brat. So I'm going to say right now, I apologize to anybody that has encountered me in the last 7 days, because it is probably has not been as pleasurable as it normally would be.
Well, we were excited to sell the company off, so.
Yeah. I like how Jake just kind of swooped in right behind me, and he was trying to sell off the entire radio network to the Chinese.
Not the entire one.
Just one or two?
Yeah, just your show.
Oh, just Fat Guy Radio Show. You're just going to sell off the flagship program of BDB Radio Network.
We weren't even going to sell it. We were just going to cancel it.
Nice to know where your loyalty is, Jake.
Wow.
But anyway, so I'm good. I'm feeling a little better. Not 100%. Still sound a little nasally, and I think it's just a change in the weather, or I have no clue. Or maybe I'm just overworked. I need a vacation.
We need a
Vacay.
humidifier in here.
We have a humidifier. Isn't Wally the AC unit a humidifier too?
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't read no
I thought it was just
manual
an
on that
air machine.
No, he's a humidifier.
Machine.
Okay, so Rex, our photographer, videographer that has done a lot of our videos.
Got tiny arms.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Little T-Rex.
He has, and it's funny he has tiny arms because he's our videographer and our photographer. Yeah. So imagine just, all right, sorry.
Yeah.
So he was here in the studio a week ago and looked at Wally the AC unit, and he's trying to find an actual Wally costume to put over the AC unit to really make him look like Wally.
This would be amazing.
Wow.
Wouldn't that not be the coolest thing ever?
Could we make it talk when it turns on, like Wally?
I know, that would be kind of cool.
Wow.
So anyway, that was just a side note. How was your week, Jake? Anything interesting going on in your life this week?
Just dealing with sick Corey.
Dealing with me
all week.
Well, see, Jake, that's what happens when you come into the fold of Fat Guy Radio Show. You get all of us. You get privy access to me 24/7, and it's not always as beautiful as we paint the picture on Fat Guy Radio Show. I am a beast at times.
Can I tell you a story real quick though?
Noise?
That's not my microphone. That's Mr. Hugging his mic over there.
Let go of that mic.
That is you.
Does it buzz when I touch it?
Yeah, you don't hear that buzz?
No.
Okay,
Wrong.
okay. Well, we don't want to keep hearing the buzz.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's like that kid on that little Mr. President kid, where at the end of that video, he's like, "There's something blinking on this thing," and he's in the White House, and the guy off camera says, "Don't touch it," and the little kid's just sitting there, and he's just steadily poking the button where the guy is telling him, "Don't touch it." No, what is your story, Jake?
Okay, I just want to. Okay, last week I was pretty poor.
You were pretty
poor.
Oh, you were pretty poor.
I had maybe $10 in my bank account.
Sounds like me.
And this is true facts.
True facts.
And I want to give a little shout out to Chipotle.
What's up with Chipotle? I love Chipotle.
I was so broke, and I spent $9 out of that 10 at Chipotle.
You know what? I would have made that exact same decision. I would have spent my last dollars at Chipotle.
I was like, I've got $10. Chipotle costs like $8-9. I'm gonna get some Chipotle.
You know what?
Best decision
ever. Because that's what America is all about. When you have $10 left to your name, no, don't take that $10 and invest it in a stock. Don't take that $10 and maybe give it to a charity. No. In this America, in Fat Guy Radio Show's America, we take that last $10 to Chipotle.
Yeah.
Because we want our rice, our beans, our pico de gallo. Did you get beef or chicken?
I got steak.
Our steak wrapped in a flour tortilla and shoved into a bag of paper, because that's what we do with our $10 in our Fat Guy Radio Show America. And to all of you, I say, God bless Chipotle, and God bless these United States of America. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Corey's got a new campaign slogan. It's called Invest in the Toilet.
Nah, man, I would have made the exact same decision. I would have took my last $10 and went to Chipotle.
Oh man,
I love Chipotle.
Oh man,
it's like
it's so good.
Is it really?
Oh,
You enjoyed that, so you knew that you were gonna have $1, no gas in the tank whatsoever.
oh yeah, I had barely enough gas to get to work, and
So you went ahead and took it to Chipotle.
it was worth it though.
I would have done the exact same thing. That $1. Speaking of $1, you know how when you on the side of the freeway here, and it's probably like this all over the nation and all over the world, you have homeless people that stand out there with signs that say "We'll work for food."
Yeah.
One that I've seen that I really love is a sign that the guy just says, "Hey, I just want a beer." When I see that guy, I give him $3. You go get that beer. You're honest. You honest son of a biscuit. Go get that beer. Well, I was driving to my numbers job.
Oh.
Jake mentioned his job. We all have
Morning time, I'm guessing.
morning time. It would be morning time, which morning time is 9:30ish, because I'm not a very good morning person.
Early morning for you.
That's early. 9 a.m. is early for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not an early morning person, but we've all experienced it where we're driving in our trucks. Jake, I'm sure you've experienced this, where you're driving in your truck, you pull up to the freeway off ramp, or you get off the freeway and there's a homeless person standing there.
Yeah, it just happened to me the other day.
Exactly. So I happen to pull up this past week, and I drive an SUV. That's, it's very well documented on the show. And it has very, 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 very dark windows because you know who I am. I'm Corey Blaze. Nobody can see me in my car.
It's a $2 million Escalade.
It's a $2 million Escalade. And I pull up to the light and I stop. And this guy that I've seen probably 100 times, the same guy, just standing over there on the side of the road, doing whatever it is that he normally does, just standing there, and he walks up to my car with his sign, and I'm just thinking, I'm just gonna ignore him. I don't have any cash to give him at this time.
Was your window up or down?
My window was up. My windows are always up. He walks up, and he just tries to open my door.
Driver door?
My driver door.
Wow.
He just reaches his hand for my door and actually pulls the handle. And if my door wasn't locked, thank God I have auto locks, and I always lock my door because I'm always afraid. I think it goes back to when I had my godson. When my godson was little, I always had this fear that if he's sitting in the back seat or in the front passenger seat, he's so little somebody can just come open up the door, grab him, and run away.
Yeah.
I always had that fear. I know it's really weird fear, but I've always had it.
It's
Well, good
realistic.
thing you had that fear.
Yeah, it's because it kept my door locked. So my door was locked, but it freaked me out.
What do you think this guy would have done if he opened your door and went in?
I don't know. I
Start ripping you out the car?
I don't know. I didn't even have time to react or anything.
Did you
didn't know-
flip him the bird or something? What do
Yeah,
you
or
do in
anything?
that situation?
I don't think I reacted at all. I know I remember. Yeah, it's just not fear. Well, I kind of was frozen in fear. Because I'm a little pansy. I'm a big chicken.
We know that.
Thank you, Philippians, for your support.
7th
and
Street,
love.
you said?
No, it wasn't 7th
Oh,
Street.
you're off the freeway.
I was getting off the freeway. I can't remember what freeway exit ramp I was at. It might have been 7th Street, downtown Phoenix. And I've seen this guy all the time. But this particular day, he seemed normal. He's walked by my truck several times before and has never engaged me unless I've given $1. And this guy, I've never really given $1 to. I don't normally give money out at the freeway access ramp when the guys are standing there. But this guy was bold enough to just come to me or come to my car and open up the door.
He was probably like, "Oh, it's that big guy who likes to give money."
Yeah, it's the big guy that no, it's not the big guy that likes to give money.
You think if he opened the door, he'd look at you and realize how big you really are,
and then just shut it and ran away?
Just turn around.
Sorry, sir. I thought you were someone smaller, someone that I can possibly fight. No, it was crazy. I've never experienced that before. It was a weird, and that just was kind of culminated my entire week, where it's I'm not feeling good. I got homeless people attacking me, and it was my fault that we had the wrong Twinkies when we did the Twinkie run on the first time. All right, let's pause for a quick break right here, and when we get back, it's our Twitter follower of the week. All right, right here on Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
I'm having fun. I think I'm dumb. Maybe just happy.
right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. This portion of our show is brought to you by our friends at Halo 6. Halo 6 American-made premium e-liquid and superior quality electronic cigarettes, and for all I'm not feeling good, y'all. I'm sorry. American-made premium. Sorry, Halo. I'm sure y'all appreciate that. American-made premium e-liquid and superior quality electronic cigarettes. And for all Fat Guy Radio Show listeners who order $20 or more through FatGuyRadioShow.com/Halo6, you will receive a free 10-millimeter bottle of Sugar and Spice Voodoo e-liquid. And for orders over $75, free shipping. But to get all those specials, you must go through our website. Halo 6, the premium and odorless, smokeless E6. Get it for yourself or as a gift. Halo 6, I'm vaping, baby. And of course, as always, I have to find my Halo 6 here. Nice. Thank you. Couldn't even see anything. All right, folks. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, that Nirvana.
I know that's one of your favorite bands, isn't it?
Oh, so good.
Just enjoying this. And we normally don't go with too slow of music during the breaks, but I like Nirvana too. I don't know more. When we having a conversation when we were working together this past week about the fact there was some Nirvana song that I should have known.
Yeah, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Everyone knows that song.
I probably know it, but I just don't know it by name.
Yeah, everyone knows that song. It was the biggest song in the 90s. Number one song of the 90s.
And I am a child of the 90s.
Yeah.
Were you even born in the 90s?
I was born in 94.
Oh,
so I was around.
Oh,
a little bit.
Little baby. It's a little baby. He's a little baby.
Oh, God. Now everyone knows how old I am.
Of course, everybody. He's 74 and he's had a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah, look how great I look after all this.
I know. Jake, are you ready for the new little bit that we're doing on the show? The Fat Guy Radio Show Twitter follower of the week.
This week's Twitter follower of the week is Danny MMA 125 from Alliance Gym. I teach wrestling, MMA to young animals. Kids are the future, trying to stay loyal and ahead of the rest.
That's our Twitter follower of the week. Now, you have played to camera so many times during this show. And this past week, Philippians, Jake and I, when we were working together in the studio hand in hand, he looked at me dreamingly in my eyes and he said, Corey, maybe we shouldn't play the camera so much. And he comes in today and it's the entire Jake show on camera too.
But, I mean, if you're listening to the show, you don't know that.
That's true. So, there's two shows within one now.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Oh.
No, I love it. Twitter follower of the week, Danny MMA125. Thank you for following us on Twitter. Next week, we will have a new twist to the Twitter follower of the week as Jake is just embedding himself more into the fabric of Fat Guy Radio Show. And this guy is a bucket of ideas. I don't agree with all of them.
But he agree with any of them.
He's a bucket. I do. Okay, you're right. I don't. But he's a bucket. So we'll have a new twist to the Twitter follower of the week. And it just gives me an excuse to play this again. Discovery Channel Shark Week. Have you been watching the Shark Week at all on the old Discovery Channel?
I mean, a little bit.
I have always liked Shark Week.
Yeah.
But they kind of ruined it a little bit for me this week. And Shark Week is huge, and it's wrapped up. Probably like today is the last day.
Do they only do it once a year?
I kind of think that it was maybe more than once a year, but it's always a huge what to do. Mm-hmm. It's a huge, and it's one of it's one of the biggest times in Discovery Channel as a network. It's a money making opportunity for them because advertisement. It's Shark Week for the Discovery Channel. I would say is like the Super Bowl of the Discovery Channel. Yeah, thank you for following me on that. But one thing that really got under a lot of people's skin in this past week was the fact that they started Shark Week off with the story or this what do they call it? it's like they started it off with a documentary about the megalodon, and they were claiming that the megalodon lives. Now, the megalodon is the world's largest shark that existed millions of years ago.
Yeah, it's like prehistoric, right?
It's basically a dinosaur shark.
Right.
So they had this. They prompted it with never before seen footage and first time ever shown on network television and all this other. And I thought, oh my gosh, we found another megalodon. Because Jake, how often have we heard we found a new species of fish? We found a new species of shark. We found something new in the depths. Here's the thing. It's scientifically proven that we know more about what's in space than what we know about what's under the water.
Yeah.
So
We've gone further into space than we have into our own ocean.
exactly. And I honestly feel that I was thinking that, okay, we may have discovered a megalodon. And how cool would that be? So when I was watching the Shark Week promos and they were saying that we found something, it lives, it's back, it lives. And then to Google it and find out it was all a hoax.
Yeah. Oh my. That's not the first time Discovery Channel has done that.
I know, and I fell for it, and I'm normally a little smarter than everybody else, but I fell for it this time.
Oh.
Wow.
And I thought that I was like, oh my gosh, we really found a megalodon.
So that made you not like Shark Week?
No, I still like Shark Week, but it was like I felt like I was slapped in the face a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like Shark
you
Week.
were.
Yeah.
I know, but that's not what I expect from the Discovery Channel. The Discovery Channel network is supposed to be places where I can go and wait for people discover.
I discovered that you got slapped in your face.
It wasn't cool. But then I was like, I stayed up till 9 o'clock Sunday night, not feeling the greatest, because that's when I really started feeling bad. Stayed up till Sunday night to watch Megalodon. Oh. And how cool would it have been if we actually found a megalodon? I mean, how often do they pull something weird up out of the ocean that we've never seen before?
But like, if we're going to pull something up out of the ocean, do you think it's going to be like a giant shark or just like a little speck that's kind of living under the ocean?
I don't know. How do we pulled out, there's some real big, huge sharks under there.
Yeah.
That we actually have proof, because I continued to watch Shark Week, and they had these people that were going down to like 4,000 feet under under sea level, and one of those where it's really compressurized, where they find those fish that have that little tentacle thing that comes
Right.
over the front that was featured in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So shiny.
It's so shiny. Swim, 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 swim. But we found that fish down there, so I wouldn't put it past them that we pull out some really cool things. We found that fish, and then there's that one little wormy thing that they find way down deep in there, where it snakes across the water, and then if it's startled, it just poof, it's gone.
Really?
What?
Yeah, it's like
What?
It's like a tube. It's like a worm, and it squiggles across the water. And then soon as it is startled or it feels danger, it just evaporates into millions of little micronic little like for lack of better words, sperm. It just it just turns into like ocean dust.
Wow.
And it reattaches somehow afterwards, or
I
is
don't
it
know.
dead?
I don't know. They've never. That was the first. I remember the first time in Shark Week past is when they discovered this.
Wow.
And that's what I expect from the Discovery Channel. I expect for the Discovery Channel to give us facts. I don't expect to be lied to about megalodons existing. Again, my heart was kind of broken. I was a little upset because, all I was doing on my Sunday night was just sitting at home all by myself because I have no friends.
I'm so lonely.
That's my life song right there, Jake.
Jake. So lonely.
Drinking out of a Nips cup.
I know.
There's no one.
Brother's got to have something. But anyway, I was kind of broken up. But are you in the Shark Week at all? Have you paid attention to any of this, any of the shows that's been going on this week?
Okay, years ago I used to watch it,
Yeah.
but there was one thing. They have like almost like a talk show that they've been doing every night, and they had Tara Reid on it.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going with this. They had Tyree from Sharknado.
From Sharknado, right?
Right.
And before she goes on, she's like,
This twit.
she's like, I can't say that.
She is not. She Okay, it's Tara Reid. Number
Yeah.
one, I've discovered who she was because she was in a couple episodes of Scrubs.
She was.
She was in a couple episodes of Scrubs, and that was the
She was.
younger Tara Reid. But some of the
She was
stuff,
also in American Pie.
absolutely, and she is a gorgeous woman, great actress. But that I believe I know the episode that you're going to mention, and she was just saying some off the cuff things during that episode.
She went on there and she was she's like, I don't know a lot about sharks.
You're in a movie about sharks.
So I went on Google and Googled sharks, and I found out about a bunch of different sharks, like the hammerhead shark, and the saw shark, and the great white shark.
Way to go there, Tara.
She was fantastic.
But she's beautiful.
If only Jay Leno could get an interview like that.
I know. And who was the guy that was interviewing them? I've never heard of that guy before.
Well, it's a guy hosting a shark-themed talk
My
show.
uncle.
It's your uncle?
Yes.
It's your Tio El Sharko.
C.
Tio El Sharko.
C.
I believe that we just found the name of the episode. Tio El Sharko. Thank you. I saw a little bit of that episode with Tari that she Googled Sharknado. I'm hearing, isn't that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I want to see it. I
And
wonder if it's on the
Netflix?
The Netflix.
It has turned into a cult classic.
Really?
The first weekend it came out, usually when movies come out,
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I want to. I've seen little bits of it, and
Okay.
it looks fantastic.
All
But
right.
usually when movies come out, they get at least like 1 million viewers
Yeah.
on a TV show.
I would say so.
Because they show it like 5 or 6 times in the weekend. Less than 1 million people watch that. Because it
Really?
was so bad. And then people found out about how bad it was, and it's kind of like the Napoleon Dynamite effect.
Yeah.
It was so bad, it's good.
It's so bad it's
I
good.
sense a GMN.
That's what Fat Guy Radio Show should be. It's so bad.
No, the
it's good.
GMN is
What's a GNM or GMM?
GMN.
What is it?
Guys Movie Night.
Oh.
Oh, I kind of.
Oh.
Oh, Philippians. That's beautiful.
Family show.
Sharknado.
Yeah, I know. Sharknado viewing. How about we do this? We open up the studio and invite 50 listeners to cram into our 5x7 studio, and we put it up on the 17-inch monitor here to my right, and we just show it on there.
I don't even think Gail would show up.
No, Gail wouldn't show up if we did it at the AMC Esplanade.
But they are making a sequel to Sharknado.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Wow.
And it's going to be in theaters.
So the first Sharknado never went to theater.
No.
It's
straight
only
to-
on
straight to TV.
Netflix. I'm gonna watch it tonight as I sit around by myself.
Yeah, you
I'm so
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit around by Jake. It's reality, man.
so lonely.
No one hangs out.
inside
No
me.
one hangs out with the big fat mean guy.
I'm going to cry.
You
I'm
should.
going to cry.
You should, Jake. You know, because
Because it just makes me so happy.
it makes you happy.
Oh, I mean, sad.
I thought we were gonna have.
Sad.
I thought we were gonna have another moment.
He just lost his spot.
Yeah, he's out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us.
I'll see you later.
I thought we were gonna have it. No, get your little sexy self back here. All right, I'm gonna actually watch it. I saw the Tara Reid bit on the Discovery Channel Shark Week, and it's over, so I'm gonna have to pull it up on like Netflix or whatnot. I think it's gonna be good. Another friend of ours, not friend of ours, but another like of Jake and I's is old Justin Bieber.
Oh, little Justin.
What's going on with our boy Justin Bieber? First picture surface on Facebook and on the interhighway of him. Now, this was an interesting picture, and I'm sure everybody has seen it, so I'll try my best to not bore you with the details because it's kind of it's a couple weeks old, and it seems like every week something different is coming out about Bieber.
Oh, little Bieber.
Oh, Lil Bieber. There's this picture that's a collage of pictures of Justin Bieber up on a balcony, it appears. He's leaned forward over the balcony and spitting.
Yes.
Then there are clips of pictures. This is a collage.
Yeah.
Clips of pictures of a girl looking up, and then another picture of her wiping something off of her face and crying, and everybody standing around crying. Now, I kind of call, and they're saying basically Justin Bieber spit on his list on his fans.
Yeah.
I kind of call shenanigans a little bit on this picture because, number one, wherever Justin goes in public, there is video cameras and there are photographers.
Yeah.
No matter where he goes.
Everywhere.
I have not seen any video of this alleged spitting surface on the web. So it kind of makes me look like somebody was basically formulating a story from these pictures
Out of nothing. Because, I mean, who doesn't go on a balcony and just spit off of it?
Everybody goes on a balcony and spits. Philippius and I, when we went on vacation in California, there were some things that were happening on that balcony of that hotel room that shouldn't have been happening. What?
There's a BBBB lady down there.
No one knows. That's totally inside the BBB.
That's all right,
lady.
though.
Jake will tell you that off air because it's not for Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll share that story. But I think that this was a fabricated picture. That came out last week.
Okay.
Then this week,
Oh, what happened this week? I haven't heard this.
his security detail in the Hamptons
Yeah.
somehow causes a melee to break out outside of one of the most popular, one of the single most popular clubs in the Hamptons area where Justin was at. Number one, how old is Bieber?
Like 20,
Nah, not even 20. He's 19.
19.
What is he doing at a club?
Unless it's 18 and older.
What is he not doing at a club?
That's the question too. Why are they allowing him to go to a club? Number one, he goes to this club, a fight breaks out, and it's all around his security detail. A few weeks ago, probably about a month ago, there was another incident when he was in Las Vegas where he snatched some dude's camera or some dude's phone and smashed it because he didn't want a picture of him being taken.
Okay, that's messed up. But for this last one, where he was just in the club and there was a fight that broke up.
Right. Outside of the club, the fight broke out.
It was outside of the club, right?
According to reports, yes.
How do we know it wasn't just like fans going crazy, like, oh, it's Bieber, ah!
We don't know. But when you hear about all the other stories that's been leading up to that one,
Yeah. It makes you wonder.
It makes me wonder. I'm almost to the point, Jake, and this really breaks my heart. I'm almost to the point where I might have to return my Bieber Believer membership card.
Oh.
And I don't want to because I love that guy.
Yeah, a little Bieber on YouTube.
I know. I love that little Bieber sitting there. A little Bieber just sitting there in front of that little theater just strumming his guitar.
Never say never.
Never say never. Okay, well, you called it, so now I got to find it. All right, talk amongst yourselves for a second. You're a Bieber fan, aren't you, Jake?
Bieber fever?
I thought he was talented, and I think he wastes his talent.
Really?
I do. I think he could make really good music, but I think he chooses to...
Never say never.
This is my favorite song of his. I don't want Bieber to go down the road of these other celebrities.
I think he got started in the spotlight too young, and I think he was framed as a jerk. And if you're gonna get framed as a jerk, you're gonna turn into a jerk.
Where's his mom, his dad, or his mom and his grandpa and all those other cats?
His mom used to go on tour with him.
Yeah.
But when he turned 18, he wanted some space, and what can she say? I'm going to be with my son?
That's not, I don't think that he needs to, it's like somebody needs to like rein him back in. He's too good of a talent to allow, to go down this road. He's too good of a talent, and that's one of the reasons why I like Justin Bieber, because he is a real talent. He has a real instrument, because you look at those YouTube videos of him on the street corner in Canada. He really can sing. He has an instrument to sing, and that's one thing that we don't have here in the with many talents that come out, is the fact that he can actually sing. It's heartbreaking to me that all these stories keep coming out, and it seems like one week after week after week after week.
I blame Usher.
Usher's got his own problems. Good Lord, his kid almost drowning in his in his pool. Then the baby's mama trying to file a paternity suit or a custody suit against him, which she didn't win.
Stick around, we'll talk about this more.
Jesus, here on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back. right, folks, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. It's time for Fat News, and Fat News is brought to you today by Stitcher Radio. The Stitcher Radio app available on FatGuyRadioShow.com/Stitcher Radio. Download the Stitcher Radio app to stream our show and other hit shows with no downloading or computer syncing needed. Make sure you enter promo code FatGuyRadio for how. Make sure you enter promo code FatGuyRadio in the How You Heard About Us field when you register your app. Stitcher Radio app, a better way to radio. Get it now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Stitcher Radio or by clicking the Stitcher banner on our website. It is now time for the segment that is sweeping the nation, also known as things listener Gail doesn't need in her life. It's Fat News with Corey Blaze. Fat Line Union City, South Carolina. Christopher Brannon stands accused of malicious damage to property and has been arrested for allegedly causing damage to his neighbor's SUV with a slice of buttered toast. After Christopher rubbed the buttered toast all over his neighbor's windows, he wasn't very good at covering his tracks since the SUV owner found the toast on the ground nearby, according to police reports. The Union County, South Carolina police estimate the collateral damage totaling $1.
That's why you don't let Ed, and Eddie run around.
Fat Line, Caldwell County, North Carolina. After getting lost in the woods, 39-year-old Sonny Clay Hyatt called 911 late Monday night. Authorities were able to locate Hyatt using his GPS coordinates on his phone. But when they rescued him, they started getting suspicious about exactly what Hyatt was doing out there in the first place. Hyatt claimed that he and two friends, 38-year-old Thomas Glenn Elmler and 31-year-old Eric John Schmidt, went into the woods looking for ghosts after hearing stories about the woods being haunted. The investigators didn't believe Hyatt's story and continued grilling him. Finally, Hyatt admitted that he and his friends went into the woods to cook up some meth. But the cooking failed and an argument ensued, and Hyatt got lost from his friends. All three men were arrested and charged with manufacturing methamphetamine and possession of a methamphetamine chemical.
Final season of Breaking Bad.
Fat Line, Norfolk, Virginia. 46-year-old Ronnie Jacobs didn't take it lightly when his car got flagged down by his neighbors on Tuesday night and asked to ease up off the gas because he was speeding through a neighborhood with children playing nearby. Becoming irate, Ronnie turned his car around, got out, and threatened his neighbors with a .45 caliber gun just a few feet away from where the kids were playing. A struggle between Ronnie and the other man ensued, and a single shot was fired from Ronnie's gun into Ronnie's leg. He had shot himself. Ronnie was taken to a nearby hospital for the leg wound and was subsequently arrested for discharging and brandishing a firearm in a residential area. Fat Line, Tempe, Arizona. It comes close to home. In picking the ripest fruits from your local grocery store, it helps at times to grab the fruit with your hand and give it a little squeeze. For 21-year-old Jesse Jimenez, giving a little squeeze in the fruit section of his Tempe Marketplace grocery store extended a little further than fruit. According to Tempe police, Jesse Jimenez was arrested for groping women at a Tempe grocery store, twice at a Tempe Fry's food store, and once at a Safeway in Gilbert, according to the first release reports. After being booked into the Tempe City Jail, Jesse later admitted to grabbing the buttocks of 4 different women in a little more than a month's time. Little grab ass down aisle 4. Grab ass down aisle 4. Clean up. Grab ass down aisle 4. Finally, Fatline, Miami, Florida. A horrifying crime scene in South Miami broke on Thursday when Derek Medina posted on his Facebook page, quote, "I'm going to prison or death sentence for killing my wife. Love you guys, miss you guys. Take care, Facebook people. You will see me in the news. My wife was punching me and I am not going to stand anymore with the abuse, so I did what I did. I hope you understand me." End quote. After the post, Derek drove himself to the Miami-Dade Police Department and turned himself in for alleged murder. But like all Facebook posts, you just can't drive your story home without a picture, which Derek Medina did. Within minutes after his murder admission, he posted a picture of his dead wife's body laying slumped over at the knees on the couple's kitchen floor, her hands and face covered in blood. The picture stayed up on Facebook until just before 5 p.m. Thursday, when Facebook finally removed it. Derek Medina is also a self-help book writer, in which one of his ebooks are titled "How I Saved Someone's Life in Marriage and Family Problems Through Communication."
Looks like he needs a little self-help.
And this is your Fat News with Corey Blaze. Stay hungry, my friends. Whew, I made it through that one. I fought my way through that one, Jake.